We do pads, rotors, calipers, maybe the hoses. I'm gonna test them and see if they're any good. And we're also doing outer tie rods. Very easy job. Very easy. First thing I'm gonna do is actually take the, I'll do the brakes first actually. Show you how to test these hoses, but started. There's a 10mm nut that holds it to the strut, and then it's like a pinch on the hose. It pinches it, so you gotta hit the stud, and it'll free it up. I'll show you. This right here, I don't know if there's enough light in there, but this stud right here goes through. You take a hammer and you just to loosen it. I'll probably have to pry it off, but that's how you do it. This thing can get stuck in there pretty good, especially if it's rusty. There you go. See? And then when you put the nut on it and tighten it, it pulls it back through and tightens it down. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna clamp this hose off. Make sure we got a good angle. Maybe. I use these to clamp off the hoses. I've been using them for years. If you want to tell me this ruins a hose, you're a fucking idiot. Shut up. Been using it for years. Never had a problem. So just clamp them off just like that. For the brake hose banjo bolt. Make sure you have a drain pan because it's going to spill. Basically the issue with this car was these right front brakes wouldn't engage unless you like slammed on the pedal, and then they were pretty much staying engaged. These pads over here are worn down to pretty much nothing, and the driver's side has still got more than half pad life left. So yeah, see that? It's worn down the metal, and then they got, like I said, the other side still got more than half of its pad life left. The way I test hoses is pretty simple. Let's see. Hopefully I can. All I'll do is I'll loosen the clamp I put on, and this thing should have a steady drip. Just like that. That hose is perfectly fine. So then I'll just reclamp it. Alright, so these are Napa calipers, pads, rotors, everything came from Napa. Just going to show you, normally they come with like the hardware already installed. And this is stainless hardware, so it's pretty good. But the stuff that comes with the pads has a coating on it, kind of prevent rust. So I take this stuff off and put this on. And I'm going to install these calipers loaded. What? On the tickets, you already paid some brake off? Alright. And then also these, the slides, will typically, they'll come greased up a little bit, but usually it's just, you know, just enough to be like packing grease. So I'll add some, always do. You don't have to put a whole lot on, but just a thin coating. Shut the fuck up, Nate. Shut up, tire boy. These things have flats on them that line up with the calipers there when you go to put them on. So always kind of orientate them in that way. Then you got inners and outers. And usually the way I differentiate these is the inside pad will have the wear indicator on it. I usually face them downward. Some vehicles, they do go on the upside, but pretty standard. You can put them facing down on most every vehicle. Just make sure you put them on the right side. This is going to be... Get the fuck away from my car, you fat bitch! You slow me down, I'm gonna slow you down. I fixed it, motherfucker. This is the driver's side caliper. Do the same thing on the passenger side. A little faster. That's it. Prepare the vehicle and put them on. Okay. The first thing I do is I put a lug nut on to hold the rotor flat. If you have set screws or something on here, those are cool too. The easiest way is just, if you don't have those, put a lug nut on and it'll hold everything flat for you. That way you can push it on. caliper. Again, it's fully loaded, the pads are already installed, everything's good to go. Just put it on just like that, and then the best way to differentiate between a left and right side caliper is the bleeder. The bleeder should always be up top. Goddamn horns. Fucking slowing me down. I heard it click.
Is that more respect for your viewers?
I heard it click.
Yeah, me too. Good. Bolt snatch on that.
If you want to torque them, I think the torque spec's like 58 foot-pounds. Don't quote me on it though, because I don't fucking know. You know when stuff is tight and when it's not if you do it every day. If somebody wants to argue with me about that, I'd definitely fucking do it. Because you're an idiot. I didn't show the removal of the tie rod. It's just 18 millimeter nut here, 21 millimeter jam nut. Cut the jam nut loose, take that nut off, hit it right here with a hammer until it comes loose, thread it off. Pretty simple.